Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here in the desert. I have to do these recordings early if I want to be outside because we're already into our first summer and our first 100-degree Fahrenheit day. Oh, and I just happened to notice that the mug that I chose this morning says keep looking up. And that is exactly my strategy these days. No matter what's going on around me, I just keep looking at the sun, the moon, the stars, and they calm and guide me. So, without further ado, let's draw our first card. Just gonna reach in my oh, the devil. It's really kind of funny because right now I'm working on 8 mystery decks with 50 cards that are just like this, custom made and printed, and they have the Arcana, so all 22 major Arcana cards, the 12 astrology cards, and a mystery assortment of other inspirations. And this is one of the covers, and I actually use this for the cover for the one that has more of the dark themed set. Oh, and I kind of gave that away, but yeah. And I was actually working on this set on the guidebook before I came outside. So it's just really funny that this is the first card that I drew. And what this card is reminding me is that humans have been made to feel guilt and shame over their addictions. But the addictions were almost a destined outcome for us. And that is because of the dark forces that are running this entire planet right now. Maybe not now, they might be done, their days might be numbered. But you'll notice everything about our lives was meant to drive us to different types of addictions, whether it's craving different foods that are unhealthy for us, or craving drugs, or things that alter our states of consciousness that make it more tolerable to be here in this place that is run by evil. But not just that. I mean, just being stuck in our belief systems. If today you're not questioning every belief system you've ever had, I hope you start to, because everything we've been told is predicated upon helping this elite group of people to control and dominate, take all of our money, take all of our energy to keep their dark AI alive, and to just drain us and turn us into slaves. So when you think about religion and education and government and all these different structures that have all been formed by the dark forces in order to control us, it's time to start questioning everything, including your addictions. There's no shame in being addicted to your phone. That's why they gave it to us, so we would become addicted to it. There's no shame in being addicted to a substance that helps you survive a place you were never meant to survive. But what I want you to think about today is, once you know the truth behind your addiction, what can you do to change it? To take back control of yourself, because only you control yourself and every choice you make from here on out. Now that you know that everything was designed for you to fail, what are you going to do to thrive instead? And I'm not asking you to suffer intolerable pain and detox and crazy things on your own and do some superhero thing. What I'm saying is, you own your mind, you can listen to your soul, you can work through your issues, mind over matter, do the right thing, but of course, safety first, always, right? Always safety. but you need to work through your addictions in order to be fully present to what is happening around you and to what is changing and to this awakening and this ascension that is coming. And you want to be the best version of yourself. Being an addicted, unhappy version of yourself is fine for the dark forces that were running the world up until now. But when we start to meet these other beings, we're going to want to really highlight, we're going to want to level up. I guess that's what I'm saying. Those of us who are doing the work and who have been doing the work, who are starting to even have a taste of communication with these higher dimensional beings, it's kind of amazing. And it sure makes you want to change your life for the better in order to be even more a part of the conversation and sitting at that table as things are starting to change around us. So get your house in order, do the things you need to do, overcome the things you need to overcome, even if it's putting away your device. Any of your vices, any of your things that you know serve someone, and especially if they serve someone else's pocketbook, that's our best way to fight back, is by not opening our wallet and giving that money to dark agents anymore. Oh, my favorite message. I mean, the primary message. I love it because I have some doves singing around me right now. But the primary message behind all of these paintings that I drew, even the devil, is about finding that peace within. It is so hard to be peaceful in this day and age. Once you sort of separate what is happening in the news and what is happening around you from the way, way larger picture of infinity, it's a lot easier to find peace. Sort of like when people go into the mountains and they say, all my problems seem so small when I was there. Exactly, right? It's the same thing. When you realize how big the universe is and that time is a construct and everything we know is a lie, and that what we have beyond this little place where we are in this exact moment doing this exact thing is so much larger. It would be hard not to find peace. Okay, I'm going to make this a shorty, and I'm going to try to make a second one later today. So I think this is going to probably be my third card, unless Spirit tells me otherwise. I don't know why I said it was going to be a shorty, but especially when the weather's so nice. Okay, shocking. I drew the world, right? Let's keep focusing on the world. What am I missing, Spirit Guides? Universe, what are you trying to get me to point out about this card that I haven't already? Why do we keep drawing the world? Well, I think first and foremost, and I actually, when I was doing this painting, I had to stop and think. And then I even asked my tarot instructor, when the tarot card, the world, comes up, does it mean this little school here, Earth, or does it mean something bigger? And in my mind, I had to believe it meant something bigger. I argued that about even the Bible. Like, well, why doesn't it talk about anything beyond this one little planet, you know? And not all Christians even really wanted to believe that there was anything beyond this planet. So it was kind of a controversial thing for me to be thinking about. But I've always wanted to know what was beyond this. This didn't seem quite enough for me. And I hope it's not enough for the rest of you either. But good news is, even for those who think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread and they never want to leave and they love it here, there is also more. There will be more whether you believe it or not. We know there is more. Science has started to prove there is more. I know a lot of people that follow religion also don't follow science. And also science has been corrupted in the same way that religion has been corrupted, right? Because when people find things out, all of a sudden they wind up dead. But they have proven without a doubt that there's a consciousness that exists after this skin dies, right? We continue on. So Believe it, don't believe it, it's still happening. The world is still larger than we know, and it's also closer than we know. That's why when you look to the sky, you see so much more. I mean, they can see us looking to them. They, you know, uh, I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, there's a kind of an area where creators on the other side, you know, are just kind of like looking down into spaces. And if you go into a out-of-body experience, and Darius Wright talks about this extensively, they're kind of like little puddles you can kind of like dip into these other realms um, from this other space that you go into while you're in an out-of-body experience. And they always talk about how everything is a lot closer than we think. And that's why the outer space that we've been made to believe even is a lie. Like, there's no spaceship that crosses dimensions. To cross a dimension, it's something that's done through your soul. So, anyway, the world is big. It's bigger than this earth. I love the book Cosmic Origins. I'm still working through it. It's very intense. It explains the real history of the world, which goes well beyond what we know. We have been completely civilized and technologically savvy and much different than we are now before these dark forces took over. And now that things have changed so dramatically, you could say, we're experiencing something very unpleasant and different from what we were expected to experience. And so we've been promised that Earth will be restored and returned. It's already being restored and returned. Earth is safe from nuclear threat. How we know this, because Earth is one of the only planets that allows 12 beings from 12 different dimensions to reside here together, and therefore it's going to become the biggest hub of our world. So set your fears aside, sit outside with these, you know, surround yourself with things in nature that bring soothing and comfort, and stop the noise, the device, everything. Just set it aside and just try to enjoy as much time as you can in the true elements. And here I think you will find the peace that you need. Have a great day, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you can, hit a like, share, subscribe. I would love to hear a comment if you have any comments, questions. I'm a Gemini. I like controversy. Bring it up. Anything you don't understand or disagree with, I'm fine with that too. I enjoy engaging with other folks and learning more. I mean, that's all we can do while we're here is continue learning. And we have so many sources, it's hard to know what to follow and what is real and what is not. I highly recommend just putting away any of those sources that are focused strictly on the minutia of what is happening right now as we get to these end times and this new world order, this heaven on earth that we've been promised biblically and elsewhere. Just if you can, try to stop focusing on the details and let's just focus on love and joy and the birds singing around us. Have a great day, folks. Bye.